Hello, my name is Michael Randolph, and I want to introduce you to a nonprofit coming out of Indiana. In fact, two nonprofits. But before I do that, let me give a little background. We work with small Black nonprofits from around the nation. Just to give a little bit of information about the current state when it comes to Black nonprofits. Nearly one third of Black nonprofits operate with just $30,000 or less. Nearly one third. Nearly, they are largely made up of volunteers. 43% of the organizations operate without any paid full-time employees, and 45% have no paid or part-time employees. They operate largely on volunteers. This group that you're going to meet today is one such group. We work with nonprofits like his around the country. They have been operating for at least 8 years or more, and they've been operating without funds. This again is that one third population of Black organization that's operating with without a running any paid staff, and largely of volunteers. Let's meet this group and then let's talk about how we plan to help take them to the next level. I'm back on this social media. That means we have identified another nonprofit that has the potential to change the narrative, especially in the African American community. So I'm gonna let that brother jump in, and here's what I need you to do. First, talk about who you are, where you located, why you started the nonprofit, what the nonprofit does, and where can people send money, donations, and things of that nature.
I can do I can do that, no problem.
Okay, we waiting on you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ryan Potter. If you can't see me, I do apologize. I'm trying to talk into this speaker. The organization is REAP Institute. REAP Institute stands for Restoration Educational Apprenticeship Program. We pride ourselves in creating a holistic and nurturing environment for all students as it relates to personal development, career advancement, and entrepreneur training. We also have a plethora of community engagement partners where we are partnered with to provide economic as well as social services. We've been around since 2017, and the best way to send funding is through a PayPal link that we can provide in the chat, or you can also go online to our website, which would be at REAP Institute of Indy on Facebook, and there's a link down below that you can scan.
Now, where are you located again?
We are located on the northeast side at
What
416.
state? Yeah,
Oh,
keep in mind, people from around the nation is watching us. So let them know your location in terms of the state and city that you're working out of.
sorry about that. We are located in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Right. Excellent. So why did you start the nonprofit? What was it that led you to start the nonprofit?
Brother, how much time do you have? The
A
reason why I
little bit.
started, the reason, to be completely transparent, the reason why I started a nonprofit because I didn't want anyone else to go through what I currently at one time went through myself. So my personal experiences of being homeless, my personal experience of not having the things and access to the resources that I need. I didn't want anyone else to have to go through the things that I went through. So I started that organization to not only provide those services, but more.
So good. So your reason for doing this nonprofit is not about money, but it's about an experience that you had that you don't want anyone else to have to encounter that particular type of experience.
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Good. So look, that's what we do. We work with organizations like yours to take you to the next level. We're gonna be sending you some information on the service that we do and how we think that we can help and partner with you. Now, talk about the demographics again. How old are the people that you're dealing with?
I'm dealing with the youngest individual I've dealt with is 13 years of age, and we go all the way up to 99.
Okay. Now, are they black? Are they white? Are they poor? Are they rich? Tell us about your population.
Oh, our population consists of mainly African American and Latino individuals.
Now, are these individuals from low income neighborhoods, high
Yeah.
income neighborhoods?
I don't have anyone in my organization from a high income neighborhood. Everyone is in a low or middle class situation.
Yeah, we just want to make that clear that your organization is about reaching all the way down and pulling people all the way up. Uh, so, what percent of the people that you work with have a background, criminal justice background?
I would say maybe 25% are having background issues. A lot of the
I'm
other issues.
surprised it's not higher when you come to the black population, right? That's why we need more programs to deal definitely with people that's coming out the system as well.
Yeah, and our organization is I would say we're unbiased when it comes to that. We don't really care per se what your background is. We want to know we want to know about your past, but we're looking more towards the future. So you made this mistake in the past, but what can we do right now moving forward so that it does not happen again?
Now, keep in mind, folks, this is what you call grassroots. This brother is shopping in the supermarket, it looks like, and he's still sharing his story. So that's what nonprofits do. We can tell a story no matter where we at and no matter what we do. So I want to who's the person that's next to you?
Say that one more time.
The person that's next to you. They just came into the slide. Who's that that's next to you?
This is my girlfriend, soon to be wife. She actually has another organization where she provides social services for any and everyone of all ages.
Now, what's the name of her nonprofit?
Her nonprofit,
Resilient
it's Resilient One Foundation located in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Okay, yeah, it might be a 2-for-1. I can work with your organization and her
God is good, ain't
organization, so y'all can get a 2-for-1 deal, right? Yeah,
Yes, sir.
actually. Now let me ask you a question. Now, why did you ask her? Why did she start her nonprofit? What was it that led her to start her nonprofit?
Same reasons. I wanted to give people a way out of their situation. And so my slogan is helping Hoosiers figure it out, whatever that means. My background's in mental health and um, corrections. And so that's what I want to do. I mean, there's a lot of Black and brown people who need help. And I believe I can help.
It's a lot of black people and brown people that need help. Let me say it again. A lot of black people and brown people that need help. And unfortunately, because I'm in the field, it's not enough services like yours to help those individuals. So what happens? They fall under the safety net. They either go homeless or they go to prison. Those are the two options that they have. That's why organizations like the two of you that you're doing make a difference where it's most. I work in only neighborhoods that are distressed, neighborhoods that are disenfranchised, neighborhoods that are marginalized. Those are the neighborhoods that I work in order to change the narrative. Because every man, no matter where he is in life or she, should be an opportunity to do the best they can in life, no matter what their past is. So I want to thank the both of you. I didn't know I was going to do a 2-for-2. Okay, but that goes to show when you're doing things, and that's why I say to people, nonprofit rocks. We turn on the news every day, right? And all we see is negative. That's why I bring nonprofits to the tables. I said, nah, don't look at the negative. Look at what nonprofits are doing around the country. You know, and if it touch you, don't talk about it. Give them some money. This is the type of nonprofit that we work with. Again, this nonprofit has been around for quite a while, but they haven't been able to secure any funding. What we're going to do is to give an assessment from top to bottom. The first thing we'll do is a SWOT analogy in which we'll look at the strength, the weakness, opportunities, and threats. And then we'll begin to build infrastructure so they position themselves to be able to go after funding. We see it all the time. There's so many grassroots organizations that hold the key to the solutions. Unfortunately, they don't have the skill set or infrastructure to compete for the funding that's out there. That's where we come in. We provide that techno support needed to change the narrative when it comes to nonprofits. And to date, we've serviced and worked with over 2,500 nonprofits, government agencies, faith-based groups, businesses. But we're specifically focusing on those 1/3 of nonprofits that make less than 30,000 in terms of their organization, and in most cases are only volunteers. We provide the skill sets at a fraction of the cost that they will pay any place else in order to build them to their capacity. If you're a nonprofit and you're struggling and you need help, if you're a nonprofit that's putting in the work, but now you need to be able to get an opportunity to get funding to do it even more, get in contact with us. And you can do that by reaching out to my email or my webpage. I've met so many people in my journey and working with nonprofits throughout the United States. So many faces, so many stories of folks that are ordinary people that's doing extraordinary things because of something that has happened in their life to compel them to want to want them to make a difference, for them to make a difference. Ordinary people doing extraordinary things. From a mother that lost her child to violence, to the teenage who grew up and wanted to make sure no other teenager would get pregnant early because of all of the damage it has done to her life. To the father who started a nonprofit because of cancer. You name the reason, and people step up to plate to make the change. Black nonprofits in particular are at a disadvantage because they don't have the infrastructure, especially Black nonprofits that are making less than 30,000 in terms of bringing in income, or those nonprofits that are around, those nonprofits that are basically made up of volunteers. So we focus on those nonprofits that are made up of volunteers, all the way up to those nonprofits that are operational and is looking to expand. Don't forget, contact us. And you can reach us at our email that's below, or you can always hit us up on the web at michaelrandolph.us, or hit us with an email. We're currently now in 17 states, providing some type of training or assistance. We're hoping by the end of 2024, we'll move to 25 states by the end of this year, and we're still growing. We believe that so many people have so many reasons why they want to start their nonprofit. And a lot of them have the solution to the problem. But they've been knocked out of the race because they don't have the infrastructure and the skill set necessary to accomplish their vision and their purpose. This is where we come in.